nicest people. Festival, festival, we've got a festival for your delight. So join the happy drum, and won't you come along? We've got a festival for you tonight.
And here he is now, the star of our show, James Melton.
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ford Festival, which I'm happy to bring you on behalf of my sponsors, the Ford Dealers of America. We people here on the show certainly do appreciate the letters that you've written to us, and we hope that you'll keep sending them along. This week, you can send letters to Joan Bennett, if you will, because she's on the show. Victor Borge, he's here too. The Weir brothers, and they are those three funny little men, you know, that we have every week. Also, our friend Dorothy Warrensholt is here. She's the California Nightingale and a wonderful singer. A little hard to spell her name. It's all right if you can spell it. It goes like this: Warenskjold. A little hard to spell, but she's a lovely singer. One of the fellows, though, around here this morning told her that he had become a real fan of hers. He knew he was a fan because when he sent his laundry out yesterday, he said 4SKJIRTS. I can't even spell it myself. Well, at any rate, she's a great girl, and her address tonight is the Paris Opera House. And as a matter of fact, we'll all be in Paris tonight because this is the 200,000th. It is not the 200,000th, it's the 2,000th celebration of the city of Paris. It's a great place for a gal to be on a night like this, and I don't blame Dorothy for being there. I'm going there myself right now. But where's Dorothy? Oh, there she is, Dorothy Warrensholt. Dorothy, tell me, how are you getting along down at the Paris Opera House?
Oh, well, I'm working hard, Jim, but it seems to agree with me.
Oh, I don't think that anyone would ever disagree with you.
Oh, it must be Paris. It's so lovely here.
Ah, April in Paris, chestnuts in blossom, holiday lovers under the trees. April in Paris, this is a feeling no one can ever reprise. I never knew the charm of spring, never met it face to face. I never knew my heart could sing, never missed a warm embrace. Till April in Paris, whom can I run to? What have you done to my heart? L'amour, toujours l'amour. Love, 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 you found me. Fold me away, thrill me and feel all my days, and we will sail the charm of spring, never met it face to face. Never knew my heart could sing, never missed a warm embrace. April in Paris, whom can I run to? What have you done to nice little cafe. They have nice little tables with fruit upon them. Champagne already in the glasses, I see. Better call the boy. Garçon! Garçon! Oui, oui, monsieur? Oui, 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 oui.
How do you do? How do you do?
Well, I'm interested in those 3 glasses of water. Just why 3, boys?
Because we're thirsty, you see.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
Anything else, monsieur?
Why, it's the Weir brothers. Herbert, Harry, and... I want to tell you, I'm very glad I ran into you tonight because I need a little help. I'm giving a big party. And what about helping me out with a little entertainment?
A little entertainment? Yes. We give you even less.
Oh, I see. But, boys, I really need you.
We'll do it if we can get away. You see, we are really supposed to be working here. You see, we are not only waiters, we are also entertainers. That's true, yes.
That's very nice. Tell me, who do you entertain?
Whom? Yes, let me see. Me.
Come, Dorothy. I think we better get out of here.
Yes, I think they want me alone.
All right, boys. Entertain me. Entertain. Well, that's pretty good. Very nice. Thank you. More. Good. Thank you. Well, a cat, no less. Very good. Thank you. Monsieur. Ta-da! That's a difficult one. Very good. Five. What did the gentleman have? The gentleman had, let me see, pea soup, 1 franc. Roast beef, 6 francs. Rice pudding, 3 francs. No, mistake, 2 francs. Oh, pardon me. A roll. 2 francs. And, let me see. Coffee. 1 franc. 10 francs without tip. 10 francs without tip, huh? Yes. Well, here you are. 10 francs without tip. Yes, chapeau, monsieur. Thank you very much. You have really a restaurant. Is really, without a doubt, it really is. Thank you. I think I forgot something. Let me see. Yes, here. Here's one for you. You didn't have mine, so now you have it. Thank you.
Mr. James Melton cordially invites you to a party in celebration of the 2000th birthday of the city of Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now as part of our 2000 celebration, I'd like to introduce to you one of the foremost musical artists on the continent today. Let me tell you a little bit about this fella. He's a very wonderful pianist. He plays beautifully, and of course, he's a very funny fellow, too. He stars in his own TV show for Kellogg, and here he is, the great comedian and great performer, Victor Borge. Victor!
Thank you very much. For my fourth and last number, I'm going to play with the orchestra. A little arrangement. We play Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto Number 2, by Rachmaninoff, of course, who also wrote the music. We play excerpts because we don't know the whole thing. I might as well tell you that this concerto was originally written for 90 pieces of symphony orchestra. For some reason, which only the sponsor knows, we seem to be 36 short. There's one more thing I would like to explain to you about this concerto. And that is, when you hear this, that is the introduction. And when you hear this, that is the main theme. And when you hear this, definitely something wrong because that's Tchaikovsky. After this, would you like to hear Chopin's Polonaise? Is there someone here who can play it? I'm sick and tired of it. Now, I would like to ask you some suggestions. I would like to play a little metal here and make it up as you suggested. What would you like to?
Borge.
Borge? Who asked you? What else? Third man. Same to you. I love you. How do you spell S? If what?
If you can play.
That'll be $2.49. Plus tax would be $976. Well, I have to ask you a question. Is this the one? What was it I was going to ask? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the Blue Danube. Is this the one? Is that the one you mean? Sorry, I don't know that one. That's out. Now I shall make a little medley of the tunes you have suggested. Just a minute. What is this? This is the only piano I've ever seen with 4 legs. How do you like it? In addition to this, we have a little gadget here. You know, there are millions of people in the world who do not know what this particular gadget is for. Unfortunately, I happen to be one of them. The medley. Oh. I'm going to take it easy. Drafty down here. Something else. There's the second of your Rhapsody by Schlitz. My own music, and that's what I'm going to play. The Kellogg Sonata for cornflakes and grow pop. Wait a minute. piano. Sick and tired of that.
Thank you, Victor. Victor Borge! Victor Borge, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, inasmuch as this is a show that's built around Paris, I think perhaps we'd better put in a little French song. And we're going to do one about love. That's something that Paris has been known very well for a long, long time. Now, they told me that when I did this song, that perhaps I should have a beautiful girl in the picture. But we're going to do them one better. We're going to do them three better, as a matter of fact. We're going to have four glamorous girls with us. And the song, Speak to Me of Love.
Speak to me of love and say what I'm longing to hear. Tender words of love, repeat them again, I implore. Speak to me of love and whisper these words to me, dear. I adore you. Parlez-moi d'amour, redites-moi des choses calmes. Votre beau discours, mon cœur n'est pas là de l'entendre. Pourvu que toujours vous répétiez ces mots suprêmes. Je vous aime. Je vous
Thank you very much, friends. You know, this afternoon I met a very, very glamorous person, an old friend of mine, and I know you've seen her a million times. She's a real glamour girl. I asked her for a date tonight and asked her to be with us here tonight. She said yes twice. She said, oui, oui, which makes me just about the luckiest guy in Paris, because the lady with the magic beauty is none other than Miss Joan Bennett.
Well, friends, that party goes on now with a very wonderful and famous trio, three young gentlemen who have just concluded a very successful concert tour in Europe. They are those three eminent concert violinists, and here they are, the Weir brothers, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out here, brothers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start our evening concert, we would like to introduce to you our piano accomplice, accompanies Little Miss Seymour. Little Miss Seymour, would you come out, please? Would you sit down, Miss Seymour? Whoops! How was it? Good. Miss Seymour, if you will, please. A little gypsy melody entitled Frasquita. Oh, this is a violin solo. Sorry. Thank you. For one violin. For this violin here.
I would like to make a suggestion for this evening. I think you should let the audience decide who's going to play this solo. I said you should let the audience decide who's going to play. This is a very good idea of mine. I think, to be, especially tonight, you see, because tonight I would like to show what I can do, but I...
What were you saying?
I said you should let the audience decide who's going to play this solo.
I think that's a ginger idea.
Good.
Now, here's what we're going to do. You put your hand over his head, over your head, over my head. And whoever gets the most applause, I play. Shall we? Yes, that's a good idea. Start with Harry. With me.
I'll introduce you. Please do. Harry Weir from Agura. Words fail me. Herbert Weir from Hollywood.
You're so kind.
Sylvester from New York City. How does it go? Bebop, bebop. Ba-beep, ba-beep.
Bebop, bebop.
Boop, 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 boop. Please play for me that sweet melody called doodle-doo, doodle-doo. I like the red, but what I like best is doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Simple as thing, don't nothing much to it. You don't have to sing, just doodle-doo it. I love it so. Wherever I go, I doodle-doo-doodle-doo. 5-4. Mary Ann. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now, Miss Mildred Seymour is going to play for you Chopin's immortal Minute Waltz, a piano solo for piano.
I'm mighty sorry about our date, Joan, but I just had to help these people out, you know. The show must go on.
Why?
Well, that's a fair question. I've always wondered myself, but that's what they always say.
What opera are you doing tonight, Jimmy?
Well, we're doing La Boheme. I'm singing Rodolfo, and Warrenchild is singing Mimi. It's a lovely opera, too, I tell you.
You know, there's quite a trend towards operatic movies these days, Jimmy. Do you think Walter Wanger could make it into a picture?
Well, I think Walter Wanger could make anything into a good picture. He's a great producer.
Well, thank you.
But this is the old story, you know. A girl arranges to meet boy. You know.
Oh, I thought the formula was boy meets girl.
Well, it's the same thing. This fellow Rodolfo was a poet living in a garret in Paris with 3 other fellows. One night his friends all go out to bend the elbow a little, which of course leaves Rodolfo alone. They haven't any more and got out of the house when he hears a knock on the door, and who is it? It's the girl from across the hall named Mimi. And she's come into there with the oldest gag known to man. She wants a match. So he finds a match for her, but she drops her key on the floor. They scramble around on the floor for the key. And instead of finding the key, he picks up her little hand, and what do you know? Her hand is cold. So he sings a long aria, about 4 minutes, talking about how cold a hand is. It's a lovely aria. And about this time, he thinks that he better ask her name. So he says, "What's your name, honey?" And she says, "Well, my name is Mimi, Lucia, rather, and they call me Mimi." And it takes about 4 minutes and 50 seconds to get that subject done with. And so they end up in a beautiful duet called O Suave Fanciulla. Very lovely duet.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But there's a line in it. I tell you one thing I do know. There's one line in it that literally translated means, "Baby, it's cold outside." But seriously, Joan, Puccini, of course, is just one of the finest of all composers. Bohème is one of his best pieces, and there's no doubt about the fact that O Suave Fanciulla is the high spot in the score. It's really lovely.
Well, you know, I always thought that grand opera was a little too fancy for the movies, Jimmy. But the way you explain it seems to make it come to life. And I think it would make a wonderful movie for Mario Alonso or Catherine Grayson. And I can hardly wait to hear you and Dorothy sing the first act love duet.
O suave fanciulla, o dolce viso di mite circa la fusa la parola. In terra viso il sogno chiuderei sempre sognare.
Così dolce restar qui, c'è freddo fuori. Mi starò vicina e al ritorno curioso dammi il braccio mia vicina. Obbedisco, signor.
Mademoiselle Joan Bennett, narrateur. Chapeau, Mr. John Bijou Van Cleef and Arpels. Dorothy Warren Joel, chanteuse. Collection de Jacques Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spring and summer collection of Jacques Fat's showing. Monsieur Fat's program says that he has derived his inspiration from the ballet, with the accent on motion. The latest in high style will be the animated pencil line. Here is our first Jacques Fat creation. A cocktail dress called Chinois, the Black Swan. Just look at that filmy skirt, Victor. It's so full.
Yes, isn't it?
It gives one the feeling of flight.
Ask the young lady if she wants a co-pilot.
And here is our second number, Gaieté Parisienne.
Ah, that is a cocktail dress, isn't it?
Yes, it's a black silk taffeta. Look at the accordion feet. It's organza fluting. It's a symphony.
Yeah, it's a symphony for accordion, organ, and flute, isn't it? Beautiful.
Oh, you're impossible. Let's go on to number 3. This is another cocktail dress of pale amber.
Oh, I could use a pale amber cocktail myself.
Please, Victor.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, she dropped something. How do you like?
Notice the skirt is also full.
Well, you know, that girl has to give up drinking. Not too many cocktails.
That last dress is called Casse-Noisette or the Nutcracker Suite. Now here comes something really refreshing, Victor. It's called Pas de deux or Dance for Two. Don't you think it's just the thing to wear to tease?
To tease? Yeah, if you're in the mood for teasing.
Victor, stop it. If you think you're so good, you describe the next one.
With pleasure. Well, this is a lovely creation. 5 feet 10. Has hair. And let me see. 1, 2, 3 of the most beautiful. 2 of the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. fully equipped, lovely as a brand new Ford.
Victor, what about the gown?
Who cares for the gown?
It's an ornament cocktail dress in lead gray and tangerine. It's called Copelia.
Goodbye, Copelia.
This next stunning gown is La Croqueuse de Diamond, or Diamond Cruncher. It's another cocktail dress of black silk file.
Oh, excuse me.
How do you like the color?
I just love that color. I think it's the most beautiful color.
I thought you would. And how about the scarf at the waist?
I'm still at the collar.
This emerald green dress is called Desiree. It's a dinner dress.
Would I love to take that girl for dinner? That would save money, wouldn't it?
Save money.
Yes.
Why?
She couldn't eat anything. She has to keep slim, doesn't she? Here's a little present.
Now, this seductive creation is called Fiancée du Diable, the Devil's Bride.
What do you know? The Devil's Bride. Hello, Devil's Bride. You know, that girl has two of the most beautiful legs I've ever seen. How do I know? I counted them.
Remind me not to ask you any more questions.
I shall.
This is a dream dress for the gay world of Paris nightlife. With a spring red satin cocktail coat. It's called Oiseau de Feu, the Firebird.
Oh, yeah, I can hear the siren already. Very beautiful, young lady. I like the dress also.
Victor,
Yes.
just look at that sky blue evening gown. It's called the Crystal Palace.
The Crystal Palace. I always wanted to play the palace. How do you do, how do you do? Beautiful girl.
The crowning glory of any fashion show, a spring bride. White lace over pink silk organdy.
Well, that's just fine. It's a beautiful bride, wasn't she?
Yes, she certainly
And
is.
all of them were beautiful. I certainly want to thank you good people for taking care of this beautiful fashion show for us. Thank you, Joan, and thank you, Victor, very, very much indeed.
Pleasure.
And now that you've seen all the latest creations, Victor, which one do you choose? Which one do you think is the best?
I will choose Miss Bennett, if I may.
Oh.
Vous, le vous, or you?
Oh, mais certainement. Oh.
Off we go.
This has certainly been a great party here in Paris. The night is just beginning. Paris is just beginning to come alive because it's midnight.
Sweet is the madness at midnight in Paris, chérie. As my young love is free, would you share it with me? L'amour, the hearts are in danger at midnight in Paris, chérie. What's to be is to be. Would you share love with me? The moon is cold, my heart is cold, a throbbing voice within me calls, and I must obey. Midnight in Paris, a strange delight steals through the night. I hear the sweetest music, and oh, what does it say? Midnight in Paris lives romance and love. Sweet is the madness at midnight in Paris, chérie. Hearts are young, love is free. Would you share love with me? L'amour, l'amour, the hearts are in danger at midnight in Paris, chérie.
so much. Now I want to say, oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you liked our Paris show. I'd certainly like to pay tribute to Joan Bennett and to Victor Borge and Dorothy Warren Scold, the Weir brothers. Couldn't they all come on stage? Couldn't we see them again? Where are you folks? I'd like you to come out here. Hey, Dorothy. Victor, Joan, where are they gone? Oh, they seem to be gone. I'm sorry, they seem to have been already taking off their costumes, and of course we wouldn't want them to come out here that way. You know, friends, this is pardon me, this is the anniversary year of organized baseball, and the Ford Motor Company joins with me, and our Ford dealers everywhere join in saluting our national pastime. That's the American Legion's Junior Baseball program, which this year celebrates its silver anniversary. Next week's show, I want to tell you about it. How much time have I, Johnny?
Oh,
Enough to tell about?
Go right ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, fine. Well, we have a very fine show lined up for you next week. Of course, we'll have the Weir brothers and Dorothy Warren Scold, David Brookman, the orchestra, the chorus, and ballet, and we'll have a very fine guest star for you, Jackie Gleason, one of TV's brightest stars. I hear that big sigh go up over the audience. I know they like him. He's a very fine man. He stars on his own TV show, Cavalcade of Stars, and we're mighty happy that we're going to have him.
Jim, I had a request. As a matter of fact, Jackie was watching the show, and we just had a telephone call, and he wondered whether if you could do it if we have time to do Mother McCree. Could you?
I don't know if we have time enough. Mother McCree?
Yeah.
How much time have we, boys?
Oh, we got a little time.
Let's have Mother McCree! All right, you want to sing with me? Accordion C7th, boys.
Sure, I love the dear silver that shines in your hair, and a brow that's all furrowed, and a wrinkle with care. I kiss the dear fingers so toil-worn for me.
I'll tell you a story about that song. You know, once upon a time, a man was singing that song in vaudeville, and he got to that place in the program where he had that high note in the song, and the audience knew he couldn't make it because he was having trouble with all his top tones. He came to that place, and he said, I kissed the dear fingers so toil-worn for me. And everybody knew he couldn't make the next one. The fellow up in the balcony says, oh, and he says, God bless you.
So toil-worn for me, oh, God bless you and keep you, mother of my career.
Thank you. Good night, all. God bless you. See you next week. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ford Festival is brought to you by the Ford Dealers of America, presented each week at this same time. The Ford Festival is a James Melton Enterprises production. And now from the Ford Dealers of America, good night, everyone.
Your heart is higher than a rooster on a steeple, because you're born and frolic with the nicest people. Festival, festival, we've got a festival.
NBC Television.